Okay, so you know what? I just want to put this thing on YouTube, man, because I have been working with Aphrodite now. I'm just going to get straight to the point. I've been working with Aphrodite for like 3 days. So today's Wednesday, excuse me, since the 22nd, which was the Saturday. Today is Wednesday, right? And I've just had a very, very interesting, very quick manifestation that, by the way, I didn't even... Obviously, I am asking for it indirectly. Like, I would like to have the ability to identify these kind of people. However, this was something she offered. I didn't ask for this per se. I didn't specifically ask for this. And it happened so fast. And I'm just reading over my journal because I write notes every time I speak to her. I write the date. And my last entry was very interesting because it is literally the continuation of my last entry. Okay, so I've set up my altar to Aphrodite on Saturday. It was a great altar. I only have a small space. It's a square little, drawer top, right? That's the only space I've got. That's the only place I've got a place to do an altar right now. So I'm just trying to use what I got. And basically, it looked really good. I made it really nice. I gave her chocolates. I gave her some wine. Incenses, sandalwood, and frankincense is what I had. I had no rose or anything like that, but I know those ones are associated with her. And I also had some copper. I may even do a video to say what worked for me in terms of offerings and whatnot. But anyway, I set up this altar. The first night, it took me like an hour until she came forward. And I've been quite, my heart chakra's been closed, and I've been quite an abrupt person at times, because I kind of lost faith in humanity, which I'm sure a lot of people feel the same. But to be honest, I'll be honest, since Saturday, my heart chakra's already improving. It, like, things are happening so quickly, man. So anyway, it took me about an hour. She came to me very abrupt. But then before she left, I took all the thing. I was like, yep, no problem. And then before she left, I kind of didn't want her to leave because I felt I just wanted to know more, and everything. But the first time she was kind of like, you know what, just relax for now. Take the notes down, what I've told you, and just sit with that for now. Then we can go in a bit deeper. And as she was going to leave, she turned back, and that's when I felt the loving energy of Aphrodite. The reason she came to me so abrupt is the reason she was trying to reflect how my heart was at that moment in time. So after that, though, it was like she gave me this energy of beautiful love. I was in tears. It felt like a love, unconditional love from a mother. So beautiful and so understanding, nurturing, and like, look, I feel your pain. I feel that, but don't worry, we're going to get through this, right? And I was in tears and everything. So I'm a tarot reader. So after that, I gave her her offerings, whatever. I sat with that. I was in awe because, I actually felt her, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So it was, I was just taking that all in for about a couple of hours. And so the next time, anyway, the next days happened, and I've had a dream about a particular friend who's also a practitioner, a very high, strong practitioner. And I don't want to say too much. The point is, I just feel like there's something more that meets the eye, okay? And what came out in that reading was quite disturbing for me and quite worrying for me. And like I said, I'm not going to say too much, yeah? just in case. I've got my reasons. So basically, I didn't like it. It made me feel uncomfortable. So I thought, let me go towards Aphrodite and see what I can do. So I told Aphrodite, look, I think this individual is doing things that I feel is putting me possibly in danger. She's told me, okay, start off with Hecate and then start to work with Artemis. After that, no, sorry, she said, study them for now. She said, keep working with me, but study them for now in the meantime. But in the meantime, keep dealing with me, but just study them in the meantime, preparing yourself. But stick with me because we got some work to do first, right? Then there was some other stuff. And, she said, she said, open your heart to justice. Trust that you will get the justice. Open yourself up to that. This is all part of opening the heart chakra, right? Now, she said a few other things to me during this particular channeling with her, right? Communication with her, right? Now, the last thing she done before she left, she turned around to me before she was going. I don't know about anyone else, but I actually picture her leaving. That's just me. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that. But she turned around and she said, I will send some protectors to you. And as soon as she said that, I thought, who? And she said, don't worry. And she left. That was it. Right? 3 days later, okay. Now, bear in mind, obviously I asked about that particular person and that I'm a bit worried that they're doing something, right? And then 3 days later, I actually fell out with a so-called friend, right? Who was supposed to be quite a good friend, right? Obviously not. And they started acting up. They were acting weird. And I was actually being very good to them and nice to them. And they were just being really weird about it, which is fine, whatever. But the more I thought about it, the more things didn't add up. So I done a tarot reading, and the tarot reading confirmed that actually this person has been hating on you for a long time. They've been thinking about how they were going to basically cut you off for a very long time because they see you as competition. Because me and this person are actually performers as well, and we were going to be performing at an event together in XYZ. So there was this whole thing on their side that they didn't like me. They think highly of me, and we did get on and we did have a connection, but there's an insecurity within this individual, and they are a secret hater about me. They're spreading malicious gossip about me and all the rest of it. So obviously we're both very quite straightforward women, so obviously we had our little, we stuck, I stuck up for myself, and she was being honest and I was being honest, but she wasn't being totally honest, obviously. But the point is, I'm not going to get into that. The point is that my intention is to cut her off completely. Her intention is also to cut me off completely. And I thought, that's really good. I'm really happy with that, because now I don't need to feel bad or gaslit for cutting someone off. That's when I realised this was Aphrodite. I was like, what? No way. Hang on a minute. No way. So immediately I'd gone and got some offerings, got a glass of wine ready with those beautiful chocolates, and it's all I had. And I just lit my incenses. I've always got 2 big pink candles that I have burning next to her all the time. And I gave the offerings. And it's crazy because before I actually called on her, as soon as I put the offerings down, she already started to communicate, right? But my point is this: I knew Aphrodite helped with self-love and beauty and all of this, but I didn't know she had basically protection like that. She didn't have put it this way: if there are people around you who are not serving you or they do not have your best interest at heart, Aphrodite will make sure she exposes that person, or she will make sure that that person is no longer in your life. Period. And that is amazing. That the fact that it happened so fast, the fact that, like I said, I thought it was just self-love and all of that. I didn't know she had a little bit of protection under the, you know what I mean? She had a little bit of protection to show us, you know what I mean? But obviously maybe not in protection. I mean, so far, that's how I've seen it, because it's the first time. But I just wanted to say this because if anyone's looking to work with Aphrodite, seriously, you need to go for it, because, you know, it's on another level. This isn't just about being soft and lovely and beauty and love yourself. And it's all of that, yes. But she ain't playing. She's very serious as well. And she's very serious about your self-respect and the boundaries that you have. And if she wants to work with you and she's cool with working with you, listen, she will make sure that she exposes your enemies. Anyone that's trying to harm you or whatever, be manipulative, whatever, she will make sure that you know about it. And if you don't know about it, she'll make you know about it, or you'll find out somehow, or something's going to happen, or whatever, right? And the funny thing is, another friend of mine, who I know is very genuine and very lovely, she came forward as this person was coming out of my life. So Aphrodite showing me, like, listen, these are the people you need to focus on. That person, no, you do not give your energy and your goodwill and your good heart to those kind of individuals. You do it over here. This is the person, you know, focus on these people, forget them, right? So I'm very interested now as well as in, like, what else is she going to show me now? You know, who else is it going to be? You know, so I just wanted to share that because I just think that is such a deep thing. It's beautiful. It's powerful. When I just look back on my notes and I realized that that was my last entry and she done that, like, this has taught me to be more dedicated to her because she kept to her word. When she said something, she done it. She weren't playing. And this reminds me of, like, in the Trojan War and that, when, they won the war and they didn't sacrifice the ox to her and she just turned everything upside down because she's like, hang on a second, I told you I would do this for you, you know, and you didn't do this for me. So yeah, no, you know, this Aphrodite is very, very by her word. So I think just out of respect, always give her thanks, always show her gratitude, and always keep your word and commune with her, speak with her, spend some time with her, you know, sometimes even have a glass of wine with her. Never drink her wine, never, ever, ever drink her wine. I would even say drink from a separate bottle of wine. Like, I personally would dedicate only that bottle to her because she's a bit particular about that. If it's hers, it's hers. So let's say you guys are going to share a glass of wine. You get it from your bottle and you take it for her from her bottle. And you share a glass of wine together or whatever, right? So yeah, I just wanted to say that because I just think that happens so fast that I just have to give hail to Aphrodite, to goddess, the great goddess Aphrodite. It's like, whoa. And the swiftness, right? And when you want to ask things for her, she's more than happy to move things for you and improve things for you and stuff. But you do have to spend the time. Yeah, absolutely. Have some sort of, you know, relationship. If you want to learn with her, you'll learn. You know, if you don't really spend the time, I'm starting to realize it's like, you know, she, you know, why should she do it for you if you're not even going to spend, do you know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just my thing. Maybe she's doing that with me because there are some things I do need to work on that could possibly relate to that. So That's my thing. It might be different for other people. But yeah, I just wanted to drop that, man, because I just had to say that testimony, because that is just fantastic. That is just, wow. Listen, if you want to work with Aphrodite, go for it. But just be very, very, understand that this is a very high quality type of goddess. It has to be clean, beautiful, pretty, looking good. Yeah, have utmost respect, really have that respect. And trust me, she will give it to you in return, and she's got your back. She has got your back. What I will say is, though, always do your protections and your circles and all of that. I've never heard anybody say that before, but I'm going to say it because when I've done with my singing bowl and stuff, and I have heard and seen a couple things in the background behind me. I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but I have. Also, I've noticed there's a few things like, I don't know, just protect yourself, because you can, because of the energy. I'm not saying it is Aphrodite, but there's other energies around that could possibly come through, you know what I mean? And it's just always good to be safe than sorry, because I've noticed a couple hiccups as well as all the good stuff. And I think that's just due to, I'll be honest with you, that was a bit of lousy protection, I'll be honest. So yeah, make sure you got that in place, just to keep yourself covered and to not have anything come your way that maybe you don't really want. That's just my experience. That I don't know about anybody else, but that's just my experience. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. All hail Aphrodite, absolutely amazing, brilliant, and yeah, just been really good. So I if you're thinking about it, I would encourage you. It's really it's worth it. And also I just want to add as well that if you're just starting out, she's a really good one to start with.